Hey, welcome back everybody to more MSQ playthrough in Dawntrail. Let's go ahead and just pop right into it. Seems we were last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight even when it got dirty couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove to myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. A little distortion there on the base. Earlier, in the second Promises camp.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Bibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
Yeah, coming from somebody who's all about innovations, hello.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us? And we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country. And in doing so, repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this. And in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
So, what's the state of the Tininbek to reverse? Still being clear, I'd assume. Udmuruk said he would notify us as soon as work was done. Then perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Muklamat's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last, after all. Oh, I already got it back. What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakul Jajal we're talking about. So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Jajal in single combat. Bravo. What can I say? I've had good friends to encourage and cheer me on. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The T-In-Beck Traverse is now safe for travel. And we can finally make for Mamuk. Come to think of it, isn't Bakul Jaja's home? We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Ketenram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Ketenram in Mamuk and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Shabra and the Mamulja. But since that time, most of the Mamulja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of abiding in the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Whatever they're like, the people of Mamuk are also of Tulual. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it's my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from and eat so much Zebruk Pibil besides. Thanks you for everything, Hunmunruk. Till next time, take care. First, we make our way across the Zobrit Cinderfield due southeast. How have you grown indeed? Whew, see you in a minute. The terrace will bring us straight into the Jadika heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Oh, it's blue. Well, mostly blue. It's crazy. This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let us take our time and descend safely. I want to take a peek real fast. Can I jump on this? Almost. I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently, Bakul Jaja cleared away the one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wukmaat single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. Erinville said this traverse was dug to facilitate incursions into the forests above. intentions notwithstanding, you have to admire the dedication. What's over here? Eerily quiet. Whoa. Oh, we're below the canopy now. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Taking my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. As you hold the paring stone in the soft glow, it affixes itself to the border with surprising force. Paring stones are natural magnets, and that's meteorite filled with iron, one of many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit cause surrounding flora to glow unique hues, as you can see. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Vitral be merciful. There you are. Blue. It's all blue. A far cry from the upper force indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamuk can tell us all about it. Keep running. We're almost there. Grab the aetheryte first. As this is also my first time visiting Mamuk, I have no experience interacting with the locals, but given Rook's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. A bit of housekeeping. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Hunmuruk's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Arenvel can come with me, and Alice can go with Cryle. That leaves a mask to accompany Wook Lamont. These arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care this citizen pays you. As you begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. Please tell me you've had better luck. No one will talk to you either? I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. Hello there. We'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone, the Dawn Servant Selector. Would you tell us where they are? How are we supposed to find the Elector if nobody will even speak with us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can.
Up there.
Bested by a mere shade.
Sorolcha. Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
The channeler is Zerelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Truly Yolar's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You, who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short. But that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed Elector. Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant.
Oh shit.
I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
When Zorolcha was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets. What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
This is who you chose to be an elector? Jeez. I still don't feel bad for him.
Let's go, brother.
Yoshi P, you're trying. You're trying. I'll give you that. You're trying. It's not gonna work.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
The person you chose to be an elector is a giant baby.
But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise. I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zariel Jah, however, seems in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Zariel Jah won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her, hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? Thank you for coming. My name is Mililja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Momuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most would deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Bakul Jaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakul Jaja. You, a Zabral inferior by our presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time, anyway. Next time I might not be so lucky. Bakul Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mullah Jaja of the Silver Scales for one. He traveled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed sibling supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Torah under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Gulu Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamoja going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. There is a place that will help you understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. Is that a meteorite up there? Aye, and judging by their attachment, the tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Milaja was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. Those are giant morphos. A hunting camp, like as not. I'd love to talk to Mumulja hunters and learn about their ways, except they probably ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them. Oh man, I was just about to get on my bike. You know what? Just for that. This is the place you wanted to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to this grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nonetheless, I will reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured I shall take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed.
I shouldn't have looked down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
A cool cha-cha.
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are.
Can't tell if she was angry or smiling.
Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Mabonja. An infant. We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits. Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibran was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with two heads and tremendous power. When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children, no matter the cost. Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells. Only 1 in 100 survive. If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing.
I still don't care. I mean, I care, but like, I don't care for you, but cool.
I squandered their sacrifice.
There's a way you still didn't have to be a dickhead. You still could have been, oh, I don't know, an honorable fucking claimant and not a piece of shit. So no, fuck you and your sob story. Don't use them as an excuse.
I should never have been born.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around, Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Taral. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here, Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends Ehubigo and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them. I'm sorry.
for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Fine, Alice A.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamook. We have much to discover.
I still don't forgive him. I wonder if this is going to have any... This whole thing with the two-headed siblings and everything, I wonder if this has anything to do with like the weight of and the ambitions of Zeralja, because he is the resilient son, the one head of a two-head. Like, I wonder if there's any parallels or anything like that. Hey, MSQ, before we join the others, can we talk for a moment? I really hated him, you know, Bakul Jaja, with every fiber of my being. He tried to ruin Ihihana, sabotaged us on the river, kidnapped me for my keystone, and released the most vicious Tural Vidra of all time. Anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. The moment I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. He still needs to make amends. I hear you. Bakul Jaja's motives don't absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamook feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I voiced that, I feel readier for the challenges ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city. Bakul Jaja's scale represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Milaja, Moxatural Zuj is an abandonment settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest Zeralja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakul Jaja thought to give us additional scale, so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. MSQ, let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. Did I not tell you to move along? I can't be seen talking with the likes of you. The blessed scale, in an outsider's hands. Business do you have with me? Bakul Jaja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Moxatural Zuj at once. That scale. If the Blessed trusted you, then so will I. So what is it that you require of me? Bakul Jaja bids us come to Maksurat Rojush. A strange place for an assembly, but very well. We will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. Have you managed to gather some of the good folks? Wonderful. The esteemed Bakul Jaja will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to the Maksutura Zuj as well. Apparently there's a Najul nursery to the west called Golomajik Grove. Could you go and see who can talk to there as well? I'll meet you at the Zuj afterwards. There's just one more person I need to find. Leave this place, outsider. Oh, my apologies, I was unaware. I thank you, Blessed Scale Bearer, for bringing me word of this gathering. I shall away to Maksutur al-Zush at once. Where's Wuglamat? Sorry to keep you waiting. You invited the second promise as well. Namachi, need I remind you that this is a competition. Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize it to your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. To complete the feat. No. Mamuk has a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand, so that we might come up with a way to help them. Very well, I am at your disposal. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Wuklimat, third promise of Tuli Olal. Promise? I thought you served by Kul Jaja. You deceived us. No, they did not. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the Third Promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Wuglamat has won my trust. Now you will hear her words. Makul Jaja shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you paid to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please, I don't want any more of our children to die. Do you think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. It remains to be seen. Speak with the Third Promise. Share with her your worries and your pain, and together we may find a new way forward. Together? If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot yet speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Zariel Jah. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. Alrighty guys, and with that being said, that's going to do it for this one, for this block. And like and subscribe, please. It helps out the channel. It helps me out a bunch. It really does. And if you want to see more, that's how you let me know. I appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.